Hello Beauty News family, welcome to Beauty News. This is the end of July edition where we're going to be having a chit chat about what's released in the makeup world in the last month. Now before we get started, we do want to start with some updates on some brands that have been a little bit we've been wondering what the fuck's going on with them. WTF is going on with them? Before we begin this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. One of the main things that you hear from people trying to plan their own wedding is that it's stressful. You have a laundry list of things you need to do, but you aren't really that sure if you're covering all of your bases. Zola makes wedding planning easier and less stressful by creating everything couples need all in one place. Wedding vendors, save the dates, invitations, free websites, registry, and more. There are so many easy ways to get started, even from the comfort of your home. No need to keep track of multiple sites or have a zillion tabs open. You can plan your whole wedding right from your couch or in Zola's 5-star app and save heaps of time by using tools that all work together in perfect harmony. All of Zola's tools are completely free to use. They offer free guest addressing and free shipping and returns every day, so you can save some money with what could be one of the most expensive events you ever plan. And if you're planning a virtual event for your wedding, you can stream it on your Zola website for free. I've had a look around Zola's website and they have a lot to offer. If you go over to their advice section, you'll find everything you need from the fundamentals of planning a wedding. So if you're in super early stage, all the way through to some of the nitty-gritty little issues that people face when planning a wedding, like how to stick to a small guest list without offending people or preventing you from going over budget. Not to mention, you can find locations, order items for hens and bucks parties, decorations, personalized robes, and so much more. Their website is so extensive and they really do help to cover all aspects of planning a wedding. See what all those 5-star reviews are about. Go to zola.com/beautynews today and use promo code SAVE50. That's SAVE50 to get 50% off your save the dates. For peace of mind, you'll receive free change the dates with your purchase. That's zola.com/beautynews. Promo code SAVE50. So let's start with Kylie Cosmetics. So we know that they were sold or purchased by Coty, and they did basically a big relaunch, which they have done. So their lip kits and like their matte liquid lipsticks and lip liners, they've done high gloss, gel eyeliners, Kyliner brush tip liquid eyeliner pens, the Kybrow pomade, Kybrow brow pencil, Kybrow brow highlighter. How many times can I say Kybrow? It sounds ridiculous. There's also Kylighters, the pressed powder blushes, and the pressed powder bronzers. It looks like a lot of the colors are existing colors, but there are some new shades as well. Rather than spend 45 minutes listing them all off, I think if you're interested in it, it would be best if you had a look at their website at what has launched. But they're back on track.
They're reformulated and they're all vegan now as well. So I think previously they only had some items that were vegan, and now with the whole relaunch and reformulation, they have made it all vegan.
Then we've got KKW.
And we don't know what's happening with KKW.
Not really, no. KKW is a bit confusing.
So pretty much everything that's been on the KKW website is on sale and they're clearing out. So they're going to be doing what Kylie did for the same reasons. The company was purchased by Coty, and then Seed, who was the original manufacturer, didn't allow Coty to use the formulation, so they've had to reformulate. And I'm sure that they will relaunch with, new formulations of their existing products in the next couple of months.
We also need to update on Marc Jacobs. Now, there was a rumor on the grapevine that Marc Jacobs was closing down because they had this 50% off flash sale, and it was pretty much brand wide. So anyone who was stocking Marc Jacobs had it discounted. So everything at Sephora and everything on their website. Now, it's come out recently that it appears that their contract with Kendo is about to expire, and it's likely that Marc Jacobs is looking to maybe go out on their own, spread their own wings, which is kind of exciting. I think that means that the brand is actually doing very well for itself, because why would you leave the safety of Kendo if you weren't? So we are expecting to see changes there, but we don't know what those changes are or when they'll be coming.
All right, so we've sort of categorized this month into collaborations and then just general releases. So we'll start with collaborations. The one that is a bit confusing, and it's one of those ones that's sort of trickling out and is a little bit frustrating. It's with Besame and Disney. So each set is $125 and it contains a refillable metal enameled compact and a matching lipstick. Now, the things that sort of vary is the shade of the lipstick and what's on outside of the enamel compact. From what I can tell, and it's not very clear, the highlight powder is the same shade in every set. So you don't really want to double up unless you really love the look of the compact or the enamel outside. But so far they have released Belle, Mulan and Ariel. So we'll only be talking about this now, and if you want to keep track of it, please do. We'll have the sort of release details on the screen, but this is something that's going to be releasing up until mid-November. So essentially what Besame are doing, it's called the Ultimate Princess Collection, and they're releasing 500 units of each set on different dates, and once they're sold out, they're gone for good. So the collections that we've seen, there's Belle, Mulan and Ariel. And then they release pretty much every 2 weeks a new collection. The upcoming ones, there's Aurora, Jasmine, Cinderella, Pocahontas, Rapunzel, there's Merida, Tiana, Moana, and Snow White. So they're all releasing up until the 16th of November.
I'm kind of gone off Besame in the last couple of releases because of their high shipping and how they're like bundling their products. It just doesn't really gel with the way that I like to purchase makeup. It feels very, I don't know, like pushing large purchasing mistakes on people.
I feel like it's quite inaccessible. They're not trying to make things easy to buy. They're making things more difficult to buy.
Yeah.
Same as you. I don't really like that sales tactic. I think it's a little bit cheeky.
Yeah.
It's made Besame sort of go off my radar for sure.
The next collaboration we're going to talk about is the Theresa is Dead and Lethal Cosmetics collection, which was called Lethal is Dead. Now, this has been out for quite some time. It just missed our last episode in June. It launched on the 26th of June. And it consisted of a 9-pan eyeshadow palette and 3 brand new shades of the Side Effects gel liners. So you could buy everything separately or you could buy things bundled. The palette was... It's kind of like a purple burgundy green palette, which was interesting. And then she had the 3 eyeliners. There was a really nice grey shade, a deep sort of royal blue, and then what I would consider to be almost like a light swampy green, which was
they describe it
kind
as
of
a chartreuse. Yeah.
Chartreuse. Okay, yeah, cool. So that has already launched. I believe it's sold out, but I think I heard that they were considering restocking it. So
that'd be stupid not to. Let's be real.
Yeah, I agree.
So Smashbox have announced a collaboration with the upcoming Suicide Squad movie. Now, this is not a big surprise because they did release lip products for the Harley Quinn movie. So like last time, they've released the Be Legendary Anti-Hero lipsticks. These are $24 and they have 5 different shades named after characters. And then they've also released the Always On Cream Shadow Squad. These are cream eyeshadows, $22 each, and again there's 5 shades. They're available now at the Smashbox website. So the main difference between these lipsticks and the last ones they released, besides it being different shades and different characters, these are more of a glossy lipstick, whereas the other ones were matte. There's some nice colors here. There's like a purple, an orange, a red, a nude, a couple of nudes, and the eye cream products are in little tubes. And again, there's some fun shades here, some nudes, a really beautiful teal, a bright yellow. If we had access to them, I would definitely swatch a couple.
Yeah.
I really am digging that Jaclyn sort of teal eyeshadow cream.
Yeah.
Will I use it? Probably not. I'd probably use it as an eyeliner, to be fair.
We have seen part 2 of the Hipdot My Chemical Romance collection. So this time it's focusing around their final album, Danger Days. The true lives of the fabulous Killjoys. I know nothing about My Chemical Romance, so don't be mad at me. But here's what we've got. There's the art is the Weapon eyeshadow palette. So this contains 9 shades, and look, it's rainbow with a brown and 2 shimmers. Is that fair?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Then we have the Better White Eyeliner Duo and the Better Base White Primer Pot. And then there is a Fabulous Killjoy lip kit. So this contains 4, look, on the packaging it says lip gloss, but I would argue that they're actually metallic liquid lipsticks and they look so bad.
They're fucking horrible.
So terribly, terribly bad. Now, this collection, you can't buy any of these items separately. You can only buy it as a boxed lot. It retails for $98. And then there's also a pin set, which you can buy separately for $24, I think it was.
They're taking tips from Besame on how to bundle and make people buy everything if they want something. And they're making people buy these horrible metallic lipsticks, 4 of them, if they just want like the palette, for example. That is hideous. So there's a blue, a gold, a silver, and a red. What is the average makeup user going to do with those?
They don't even look nice on the lips either.
No. These should be liquid
good.
eyeliners. That's what these should be.
Yes,
not lipsticks.
They should be. No.
Shame on you,
I don't
Hipdot.
get this.
Hipdot is a merchandise brand. Hipdot is not a legit makeup brand. 100%. They are a merchandise brand, and this...
I agree.
This is like, okay, you have to be a fan, obviously, to buy it, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But it cannot be taken seriously. No. Not here. Not anywhere.
Agree. Okay, our last collaboration. We've been here for ages just doing collaborations. This is Colourpop. It's Colourpop and Powerpuff Girls. So this consists of a bunch of things, as all Colourpop collections do. We've got a 12-pan palette, 2 heart-shaped blushes, 3 colour sticks, a roller gloss set in a pack of 3. There's a Soul Body Bubble Bath Bar, the 4th Ray Beauty Lip Mask Duo, and 3 hair clips. I feel like this is the first time we've seen hair clips from Colourpop, potentially.
But it's not the last in this episode.
It's not. I was just going to say that. So this is all, Powerpuff Girl themed. Look. If you're into it, you're into it. It's available now.
So a transition from Colourpop collaboration to running through their other releases in July really fast. We're not going to talk about the individual products because there's a lot of releases here. And then what we'll do is we'll start back at A and go through the alphabet with some of the key releases of the month. All right, so there's 2 new collections that launched. These were originally Ulta Beauty exclusive and now they're available on the Colourpop website. There's a High Tide collection or the Fine Feathered collection. So these collections are both eye collections. The High Tide is a very teal inspired collection, which, look, we've seen a lot of color capsule palettes coming from Colourpop, but we haven't really seen a teal one, have we? Which is confusing because teal is actually a really popular shade of eyeshadow. So in this collection, there is the High Tide eyeshadow palette. It's a 9-pan palette. There's 2 eyeliners and two Super Shock shadows. You can buy the whole collection for $29, which is a $40 value, or you can buy the palette on its own for $14. The same goes for the Fine Feathered collection. This is more of a purple berry mauve collection, and again it's the same items, 2 liners, 2 Super Shock shadows and the palette. You can buy it in a collection or the palette individually. Then they released the Cherry Crush collection. So this is a very cherry red inspired collection. Again, there's a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. There's 2 new glossy lip stains. These at the time were brand new releases. We'd never seen them from Colourpop. There's 2 cream gel liners, 2 Cheek Dew serum blushes, the BFF liquid liner, cherry hair clips, there we go, and the cherry hand mirror. They're coming for you, Jeffree Star. Watch out. Then what Colourpop did was they released the Fresh Kiss glossy lip stains. So this was released 2 shades in the Cherry collection. They released a whole range of them for $8 each. So there's 9 shades now available permanently.
We saw a Cabana Club collection. So there's an eyeshadow palette. This one is actually a 12-pan palette. It's nude in color. It's nude and color, which we see. If it's not a color capsule, it's nude and color from Colourpop. That's how they do their palettes. So there's like a, royal blue in there, purple, tealy shade, orange, and nudes. Then there is the lip tint in 3 shades, the blush sticks in 3 shades, and cream gel liners in 3 shades. It's very like tropical holiday inspired. Cabana Club. You get it. The last collection from Colourpop that we're going to talk about is the Ice Cream Bites quads. So these are quad eyeshadow palettes. There are 6 available and they come in all different varieties. You've got like warm tones, cool tones, and there's one that's just like shimmery sparkly. It looks like they're pressed glitter formula, and they're retailing for $9 each. They are available now, but they are limited edition, so if you wanted to pick some of them up, now is the time to do it.
Yeah, I do quite like that they have one sort of sparkle topper quad instead of putting this formula in every palette. Because that's what they've done before and people don't like it. But then there's other people that are like, I love the sparkle and the, pressed glitter. So the fact that they've got rainbow sparkles as being a quad, and I'm sure they're iridescent, so I'm sure that if you layer them over different things, they look, have different effects.
Yes,
I think that's a smart move. All right. Let's go back to B. We don't have anything for A. Well, we did, but we cut it out because it's boring. So let's start with B. Benefit. This is also boring, but it's fairly current and it's also limited edition. So if you like this, you can go out and get it. This is the new limited edition Benefit Hoola Contourist palette. It contains all 4 shades of Benefit's best-selling bronzer, and it's available now. So it's $32 US, 58 Australian dollars, or 28.50 pounds. So this is for the Hoola bronzer fanatic. I do like Hoola bronzer, but they don't all work for me, so I wouldn't buy this. I don't know why they're doing this. I sort of feel like it would have been smarter to have maybe duos. So the Hoola Light and Hoola could be like a winter, summer duo. The Hoola Caramel, Hoola Toasted, again, you could sort of do that. But if you somehow have all skin tones and will use all of them and you love them all, you can now buy it in a limited edition palette. Oh, and just to clarify, these are mini pans of the bronzers. So they're not like the box bronzers just put into a palette. These are smaller ones. So it's not as great value as it sort of appears.
From Bite Beauty, we have the Power Move Hydrating Soft Matte Lipsticks. So these are meant to be clean, vegan, hydrating soft matte lipsticks. So these come in 20 shades and they are available now at Bite Beauty and Sephora. Is this like a revamp of their line?
I think it is.
Or, yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
So in the past few years, I feel like Bite Beauty has taken a lot of products that they were well known for and have revamped them. I'm going to assume it's to make them clean, because they're all about that clean business these days.
Yeah, they are.
Bite Beauty started and their whole shtick was that they contain products that you can eat, hence the name Bite. So it's supposed to be, if you get it in your mouth, they're non-toxic, but now they're really shifting to clean, vegan, etc., etc. So they're saying this is a creamy, non-drying lipstick made with tapioca pearls mixed with fatty acid waxes. It features a velvety matte finish that looks and feels good on your lips. Now, that sounds cool, but I haven't tried a Bite lip product that I've actually enjoyed. I feel like a lot of them, because they do have these edible, clean sort of claims, they actually don't work as well as I would like them to. But these have really done the rounds because they've sponsored a lot of influencers to feature them. So they're really putting a lot of money behind this launch. So hopefully it's good. The shades do look quite nice. I'm not going to lie. Like, I can pick out a few that I would be happy to use. I just don't trust the formula personally. And I don't trust reviews that are sponsored.
Especially when there's like heaps of people doing the rounds.
Yeah.
Doing sponsored. I also just want to make it very clear, if we've got anyone who's watching or listening who's maybe new to the makeup world, or doesn't know a whole lot about makeup formulation, and they're worried that, like, if Bite Beauty are making clean, non-toxic lipsticks, does that mean other brands are making toxic lipsticks? No. You can, like, if you put any lip product on your lips, you're going to consume some of it. It's safe. Bite Beauty just like to fearmonger.
All products out there have to adhere to certain regulations, and most countries that are producing or selling these sort of brands have strict enough regulations that you will not be consuming or putting anything toxic on your lips. So just because something is clean, it does not mean that everything else is bad or dirty. It's a marketing strategy, which is infuriating. And I would not buy it for that purpose, for that reason.
Yes,
because I feel like encouraging that type of promotion,
mentality, or
I'm not down for it.
It's
give me dirty lipsticks any day of the week.
It is like, it gives me the impression that they're just like spreading misinformation, sort of by almost like by omitting information. So
correct.
Yeah. Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. Tired of having some good hair days and some bad hair days? Function of Beauty makes hair care products that are 100% customized to your needs, so you can turn your good hair days into a good hair life. To get started, you just take a quick but thorough quiz to tell them a little bit about your hair type, so wavy, curly, straight, and your hair goals such as volumize, lengthen, or oil control. You can switch up your goals based on how your hair looks and feels throughout the year, or you can keep your formula the same every time. Next, you choose your color and fragrance, or you can go fragrance and dye free. Once you've completed the quiz, Function of Beauty will send you your 100% customized formula. They've also launched its best-in-class subscriber program, Function with Benefits. Subscribers get discounts on every order, a free treatment, a hair mask, serum, or leave-in with every 4 orders, and access to exclusive fragrances, colors, and early access to new products, plus more. I really enjoy my Function of Beauty products. Now, I've harped on about the deep conditioning treatment endlessly. I'm sorry, but I genuinely like it. It's still my favorite product, but there are a few other small things about Function of Beauty that I really like. The bottles are huge and they last a long time, which is great. Also, the fact that their hair and body products come in bottles that have pumps is awesome. I love a pump bottle for dispensing products, especially in like wet conditions, in the shower, or when you're applying body moisturizer or stuff. You don't want to be like fumbling with big bottles in the shower or while your hands are all slippery. So turn your good hair days into a good hair life. Go to functionofbeauty.com/beauty to take your quiz and save 20% on your first order. That's functionofbeauty.com/beauty. It'll let them know that you heard about it from our show, and you get 20% off your order. functionofbeauty.com/beauty. Fewer, better things. That's the philosophy behind Cuyana, the San Francisco-based brand that encourages customers to purchase fewer but better quality pieces that you will love and treasure for years to come. Cuyana believes in making long-lasting bags, accessories, and clothing from high-quality materials that you'll wear every day. Cuyana has been making classic pieces for the last 10 years that you will wear for the next 10 years. Their leather bags are timeless, functional, and versatile for all occasions, work, going out, weekends, and even your micro outings as we re-enter the world. Cuyana pledged to create products responsibly, enable you to maximize their wear, and also provide a way to recycle every product through their Second Life programs. Cuyana is known for their tote bags, but they have all kinds: crossbodies, backpacks, satchels, and more. Plus, they make incredible classic and timeless apparel, jewelry, and accessories. These are definitely lovely luxe pieces. I have a few leather items that I can compare them to, and what I really like about the Cuyana pieces that we have is the soft touch leather and the craftsmanship. There is not a single stitch out of place. They are immaculate and exactly the type of quality you would expect to see from a high-end, top-quality brand. Cuyana never goes on sale, but as a special offer, our listeners can receive 10% off your first order over $150 plus free shipping. Visit cuyana.com/beauty to get your individual code. That's CUYANA.com/beauty, and you can start shopping fewer, better at cuyana.com/beauty.
Okay, speaking of dirty,
toxic
lip products, these interest me a lot more actually. So
yeah, this is interesting. Yeah.
So Ciate have launched Color Flip Light Reactive Lip Glosses. Now, they use the term Color Flip for existing lip products that were the matte liquid lipsticks, and when you pressed your lips together, it would show sparkle. So
yes.
they were glitter flips, weren't they?
The glitter flips.
They
were glitter flips.
It's a play on that sort of line, but these are a lot more intriguing in my opinion. So what they've pretty much done is they've taken UV light reactive ingredients and they've put it into like a glossy lipstick. So the lipsticks are one color when you're out of the sun, and when you're in the sun, it reacts to the UV rays and it changes color temporarily. So this sort of technology is not new to the makeup industry. We have seen it a lot in nail polishes. So if you see the nail polishes that once you go out into the sun, it changes color. It's the same sort of concept. We've also seen them, some indie brands have used them in eyeshadows. But this is the first time I have personally seen them in lip products. So they must have found a lip safe version, and I reckon this is a really cool concept. What I also like about this, so we've got 4 shades. There's Pixie, which is like a candy pink that turns into a mauve. There's Flip Flame, which is like a really bright orange toned red that turns into more of a deeper red. There's Amethyst, which is like a cool toned brownie nude that turns a little bit deeper. And then there's Sunrise, which is a peachy color that turns into a sort of peachy pink, slightly darker shade. So what I do like about them is it's not going to drastically change your lips. Like, you're not going from nude to purple where all of a sudden it might clash with your lip color or with your the rest of your makeup, or you might find that it looks patchy and weird. The colors are pretty, they work well together, and it's just a subtle shift. So I think it's interesting. I sort of want to get one of these just to play with it because it's a cool concept.
Yeah, same.
But, you know, they're £17 each, and they're available now at Ciate's website. Ciate is such a hit and miss brand with me that I'm tempted not to buy one. Them. But I also like the innovation.
I want to try it. Yeah.
I like the shades as well. They're pretty shades.
I'm interested in it because, like you were mentioning, like they've obviously found a lip safe version of this color adjusting UV reactive pigment, which is great. And okay, we've seen it in indie eyeshadows before, but also I think it's important to point out that we don't actually know if that was safe. Like, the pigments, we couldn't find any information to tell us whether those pigments were actually like clinically proven to be eye safe, whereas in this case they would have to be. Ciate would never get away with this shit if it wasn't. So that's exciting.
Bite Beauty would disagree with that.
Bite Beauty would be that dirty. What's that dirty shit you're using?
You're
disgusting. You're disgusting. So it's interesting, and I think, you know, if we're seeing this from Ciate, there's a good chance we'll see it from other brands as well, because when they released their glitter flip lip products, we did see other brands doing it as well. So
that's true.
Here we go. UV reactive makeup coming up potentially.
All right, we've seen a lot of cheek cream products coming out. I feel like it's because in the northern hemisphere it's summer, so it's like the peak of like dewy bronzy skin. And another one that we've seen is from Cosmetics. They've just launched sort of a bunch of stick cheek products. They're saying that the So Soft blushes come in a gorgeous range of soft neutrals to rich vibrant hues, while the So Soft multi face play creme sticks can be used for bronzing or contouring to achieve your desired look. So the blushes come in 6 different shades. There is Venetian Rose, so that is a classic. That's like their Pillow Talk sort of shade. It's a very consistent shade that they put throughout all their makeup. Then the bronzer contour sticks come in 4 shades. Now the good thing about this is that even though there's only 4 shades, they are quite different in undertones and depth of color. So 2 of them have warm undertones, 2 of them have cool undertones, and they do vary in depths. So again, even though there's only 4 shades, they do sort of cater to a wide variety of people, which is great.
Yeah.
And they're now available at Cosmetics for $30 each, which is a little bit pricey for a blush and a bronzer stick.
Yeah, but I think so. I'm not really sold on these, but I think that's just because I'm not super sold on stick products at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
I prefer either a pressed powder or like a liquid, or like, you know, I don't mind a cream if it's in like a pot where you stick your brush in and do one of these, but yeah, stick I'm not sold on. But also I know Cosmetics, like they do make really beautiful products, so it's probably going to be absolutely lovely. Let's move on to Glisten Cosmetics. They have launched something called the Cocktail Collection, and this consists of 10 new Duochrome liners. So these are solid cake liners. You activate them with water. They're $8 each, or you can buy the whole set for they're £8 each, or you can buy the whole set for £65. So like I said, there's 10 shades, and they range from like oranges, yellows, pinks, greens, blues, and purples. And I like the concept of it, but I'm not really sold on their swatches. Although it might just be that because these swatches are quite big, they would have been done with a brush. Maybe, you know, the opacity is not coming off that well. Whereas if you used a small brush, you might get better results. But Sunrise, oh, I want it.
Yeah, look, I think this is a cool concept, and I'm really interested to try this brand because looking further into them, they're a lot more innovative than a lot of other indie brands we've seen that create these sort of cake liners. They have a much wider range of shades than, say, Huda Beauty. And also they have had these sort of iridescent clear topper shades for a while. So they have delved into like the shimmery topper multi-chrome sort of vibe that we haven't seen Huda Beauty do. They only do pretty much metallics or UV or plain sort of matte ones. These are cool, but I do agree with you. I feel like anything that has these types of pigments generally aren't super opaque. There is a video that I'll play on the screen where someone is eye swatching them, so with a liner brush, so you can sort of see the colors, and they are really pretty and they'll give you a cool effect. But yeah, they're not going to be, you know, your everyday liner for most people, but I think it's a nice addition to the range and it's kind of fun. So I haven't seen this from any other brand, which is cool. It's a multi-chrome in a different way.
Next up, we have some luminous bronzing creams from Glossier. These are called Solar Paints, and they're designed to capture that warm glow you get from spending a day in the sunshine. Ooh.
We wouldn't know. We're in lockdown in winter in Melbourne. We have no idea about that.
And we are so fucking bitter about it. Like, we can't even describe it.
Yeah,
fuck everything. We hate everything. Fuck everything. Okay, so these come in 4 shades. You've got a neutral bronze with gold pearl for fair light skin tones, a warm bronze with gold pearl for light medium. There's a brown bronze with gold pearl for tan to deep skin tones, and then you've got a red bronze with copper pearls for deep rich skin tones. They retail for $20. They're available now at Glossier, and they come with a doe foot applicator, which is interesting for a bronzer. I feel like it's interesting.
Yeah, I think it is, but I feel like these could work quite well. I sort of see these as being just a bronzy version of like a mousse highlighter. So I think it looks cool. I think this makes sense coming from Glossier. I think the thing that I personally don't like about it is just that it's so disconnected from my life right now that I can't see myself ever reaching for this. I can't relate. I just can't relate. Is it a cool concept? If you're nice and tanned and you want a bit of a glow, is this a nice product? It probably looks beautiful on the skin. And again, similar to M Cosmetics, even though there's only 4 shades, they do have a variety of shades and undertones. So you could find one that suits you. But again, I can't relate. The last thing I can imagine doing right now is bronzing up with a shimmery. It would look like dirt on me. I'm so fair and I'm so bitter. It could look cool today. It's just not for me.
Yeah, it might look nice. Today, when I got out of the shower, I put on my moisturizer and I forgot that I'd put some of it's like one of the Colourpop ones. Not Colourpop, sorry, Soul Body. And I forgot that I mixed some of their Glisten oil in it. And when I put it on, there was like shimmer all over my body. And I was personally offended by it. I was just like you fucking...
What are these flecks of dirt on me? I'm in hibernation. I do not want this extra dirt.
Why did I do this? This was like, no, I need to go and cleanse myself again. This is ridiculous. It's cold. Why am I sparkly? Yeah, I can't relate.
It's going to get on my jumper. I don't want to wash my jumper. I hear
It's
you.
gonna be on my bed sheets.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Oh god. Yeah. Okay, we've got to talk about Hourglass.
Oh, I'm very offended by this.
We are so fucking offended by this. As a fan of Hourglass, I feel like they have just thrown shit at a fan right now. And I can't. What are they doing? What are you doing, Hourglass? What they're doing is they're releasing a customizable collection of 40 pressed powder vegan eyeshadows. So they're saying that they're highly pigmented eyeshadows that are formulated from talc-free, finely milled powders for a non-drying wear, comfortable non-drying wear. Eyeshadow shouldn't be drying anyway, but okay. You buy these eyeshadows individually, or you can buy them to put them in little customizable palettes. So there's a 1 pan, a 3 pan, and a 5 pan. Is that correct?
Correct.
Or was it 6 pan? Yeah, 5.
No, 5 pan.
So these are available now, and when they released, people were a bit like, what? Because the prices are absolute daylight robbery. It's ridiculous. Kat, tell us how much they cost.
Alright, so if you wanted to buy just the pan, so not the container to go around it, just the pan, it is $32 or 44 Australian dollars per pan. If you want the 1 pan packaging and the eyeshadow, it's $43 or 59 Australian dollars. The filled 3 pan, $110 or 150 Australian dollars, or the 5 pan palette filled up, $175 or 245 Australian dollars. Look, it is too much money for eyeshadows. They do have matte, satin, metallic and shimmer finishes, which is great. 40 shades, great. The pans look crap. It's like they're trying to make it look high end, but they've just butchered it and it looks crap. And I can tell you that this, okay, I don't mind the build your own palette. I don't mind the refillable palette design. I think that is good in the long run if you want to be eco-friendly. In the past, they've had, I think, 2 versions of eyeshadow palettes. One flopped majorly. Then they sort of withdrew them, and then a couple of years later tried again, and no one spoke about them. So this is their way of trying to come back with something new and innovative, and they've just offended. No, they've just offended a lot of people for multiple reasons. The only good thing they've done with eyeshadows are those sparkly pots.
The packaging, I assume, is a tin.
Yeah, it looks like it's a tin.
They make it look like a tin, which I'm not really a fan of because it's actually quite easy to dent them, damage them. And look, I haven't felt them in person, but I'm assuming it's tin, so I'm not really into that because that is a very, very cheap material. Yes, they have a mirror inside. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I hate the way the pans are this irregular shape.
Yeah.
So that it just looks like pans swimming in a gigantic eyeshadow palette. Yeah, and it just makes me think of the Makeup Geek palettes. I don't like it. To me, as someone who has a massive collection of makeup products, if something has bulky packaging it's just taking up space for the sake of, I don't know, taking up extra space, it's annoying. It's super fucking annoying. It doesn't need to be like this. I don't know what they were thinking.
All right, Huda has released some highlighting products. Now, do we remember when she released the N.Y.M.P.H highlighter, that like geometric looking cool pan? That shade was Flora, and it was limited edition. It was like a champagne gold. Came and it went. it looked pretty. What can I
did.
say?
Yeah.
So Huda has we knew that there was going to be more coming because the pan design was so cool. You wouldn't create manufacturing for that design without milking it. So we've seen more. So we've seen the new shade. This is Helios, which is more of it's the same formula, but it's a copper rose color rather than like a soft gold. This has more of a marbled sort of finish to it, but it's the same packaging, it's the same design. So that highlighter, it's really, really large because it's designed to be all over the body, all over the face. Now they've also released the N.Y.M.P.H Kiss Glow Blush, which is in a smaller pan. It's a square pan with the same geometric design. And this is a really pretty duochrome pink to gold effect. This reminds me a lot of the Smashbox
Vladder, yes. I was just going to say that.
That kind of vibe. So duochrome, pink to gold, iridescent, pretty. It looks nice. Then what she's actually promoting, probably the heaviest, is the N.Y.M.P.H Glaze Skin Glowing Perfectors. These are cream, multifunctional solid cream highlighters that are supposed to instantly boost radiance for that lit from within effect. These come in 3 different shades. So there's more like a champagne, more of a rose gold, and more of a bronze. And then lastly, we have the N.Y.M.P.H Body Drip Shimmering Dry Oil. So as the name suggests, it's a shimmering dry oil, and it's got a bronzing, illuminating effect to it. And it also smells like the Ciate Utopia Vanilla Cocoa fragrance, which is Huda's fragrance brand, and I think one of their newest release fragrances.
Look, I like the look of these. I know I shouldn't, but I do, and I want them, except for the body oil.
So admittedly, I did actually want the original highlighter because it looked so cool. I never bought it because it was like $55 or something, and it's so big. Yeah. They're like massive highlighters, and I just didn't need it. But I could really get behind this blush. I'm not going to lie. It's something pretty. I could totally do. What turns me off those pan cream products, though, is the marketing images of people wearing it. Mm-hmm. They just look sweaty. And as an oily skin person,
that's a turn off.
I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, they've put way too much highlighter on and just not in the right...
Just everywhere.
Spots. Like, yeah, it's just everywhere. And it's like wherever the light catches you, that's good enough. And I don't think it's good enough because it just, like you said, it makes them look like sweaty Bettys. It's weird.
Yeah.
Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. For the busy women out there who want to look great but don't have time to deal with uncomfortable clothing, enter Betabrand. They combine customer experiences with their expertise to make thoughtfully designed clothing that's as functional, comfortable, and as inspiring as your favorite workout gear. Their customer favorite dress pant yoga pants are made of wrinkle-resistant stretch knit fabric, making them perfect for literally anything you need to do. Plus, there are tons of different colors and styles to choose from. They have something to suit all style preferences. I love that Betabrand create comfortable but functional work clothing. My heart usually tells me to wear pajama pants or tracksuit pants all day, but my brain tells me that that's not a good habit to form. Betabrand gives me the best of both worlds. Women love these pants because they fit so well and feel great on, allowing you to be confident and comfortable as you get shit done. Right now, our listeners can get 30% off their first Betabrand order when you go to betabrand.com/beauty. That's 30% off your first order for a limited time at betabrand.com/beauty. Discover what it's like to be comfortable and confident all the time. Go to betabrand.com/beauty for 30% off. Everything we do for our cats is rooted in love. We always want what's best for them. Love is letting my cat sleep in my lap when I really need to get up. It's accepting that my furniture will never be claw-proof. Love is also opening the bloody door to let my cats in and out 1,000,000 times a day. Love is keeping tabs on my cat's health, because nothing is more important than their health and well-being, and that's where Pretty Litter comes in. Pretty Litter is the best litter for your cat. It changes colors to help detect early signs of potential illness, including urinary tract infections and kidney issues. Litter box cleanup is easier with Pretty Litter too. Its ultra-absorbent crystals trap odor instantly and last up to a month. Plus, Pretty Litter is safer for your cat and for the whole household. Many conventional litters contain irritants that can aggravate allergies and asthma, but Pretty Litter's super light crystal base minimizes mess and dust. Plus, Pretty Litter arrives safely at your door in a small, lightweight bag. Shipping is free and you never have to worry about storing bulky containers.
A few things that I love about Pretty Litter. Firstly, I've got a cat that's prone to bladder infections, so the health indicator was really, really helpful. Secondly, I live in an apartment, so the odor control was really great. And thirdly, I really like that one bag lasts a whole month. I can't tell you how many times I've had to make a mad dash to the shops late at night just to pick up kitty litter because I've run out. So having it last a whole month was really helpful.
Love is putting your cat's health first with Pretty Litter. Do what we did and make the switch today by visiting prettylitter.com and use promo code BEAUTYNEWS for 20% off your first order. That's prettylitter.com, promo code BEAUTYNEWS for 20% off. prettylitter.com, promo code BEAUTYNEWS. Okay, let's move on to Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Oh, is it just Jaclyn Hill now? I don't even know.
Jaclyn Cosmetics.
Jaclyn Cosmetics. There we go. Good. I'll forget that in 5 minutes. Who cares? So, this is the Hot Tropics collection. It consists of a bunch of things. There's a Pout Drip Hydrating Lip Oil. This is $20 and available in 4 shades. It's a sheer tinted lip oil. There's the Reflective Light Putty Highlighter. These are $29 each and they're available in 4 shades. Supposed to give you like a wet look metallic finish. There's the Beaming Light Liquid Highlighter. These are $24 available in 3 shades. So this is a liquid gel. And then there is the Sun Kissed Cream Bronzer. This is $29 available in 5 shades. It's a creamy matte bronzer. There was drama around the bronzer. Because the shade range was
pretty trash.
Shitty. For a 5 shade selection of bronzers, they've covered about 3 different skin tones compared to, were we talking about M Cosmetics earlier?
Yeah.
They had 4 shades and they covered a fairly wider variety of skin tones. Yeah, so people haven't been too impressed with this.
They swatched it on light, medium, and deep skin. But on the deep skin, it shows all shades looking ashy. There's no variety in depth and there's no variety in undertones. So if you're going to release this shade range, you should just release 2 shades because that's essentially what the effect you get. And like we've seen in this video, there are other brands releasing 4 to 5 shade ranges of cream bronzer products, and it actually be a wide range with different undertones. So it can be done. There's no excuse for it.
There was another release from Jaclyn Cosmetics. These are the ultra shiny lip glosses for her birthday. It was like a birthday release. So there's a Love to Pout lip gloss. They're $18 each, available in 3 shades. They're all glittery shades. You've got a glitter champagne, a glitter silver, and a glitter gold. And you could buy them in a trio pack for $37, which is a 31% saving. Is that because she turned 31?
Maybe.
Welcome to your dirty 30s.
Makes sense. Okay, MAC have launched or relaunched a lip line. So they've revamped their Luster lipsticks into Luster Glass Sheer Shine lipsticks. So they're saying that the original Luster lipstick has been upgraded to deliver the same effortlessly translucent and glossy colour, now with a luscious blend of good for the lips ingredients. It contains jojoba, raspberry seed, coconut, and extra virgin olive oil, so that's supposed to nourish the lips. And it also contains shea butter, and hyaluronic acid to help moisturize the lips. So the result is supposed to be comfortable, buildable color, a luminous, long-wearing finish, and softer, smoother, and more supple lips. So it's just a revamped range, which is great. They're $22 and they're available in 20 shades. And a lot of the really popular shades are back in this new formula. So there you go.
Yeah.
If you liked that formula, but you want an upgraded version, they have done it.
From Melt Cosmetics, we have the new Sex Foil Digital Liquid Highlighters. So these are a lightweight liquid formula that allows for a smooth application on the face and body with a transfer resistant finish. You can wear them on their own or you can mix it in with foundation. They are available now at Melt Cosmetics. There's 7 shades available, so you know they missed an opportunity there. And if you're wondering what a sex foil is, because I know there was a lot of discussion around this when they released, people were like, they can't let go of this sexy makeup, can they? A sex foil is, it's a shape. It's a shape with 6, looks like a flower, kind of.
Yeah, with like 6 petals. But I do think it's a missed opportunity to release 6 of them to really drive home that name. They've released 7, but they're available now. This whole episode is about highlighters and bronzers, and this is no different. Physicians Formula has released their Butter Cheat Day collection. Now, these are very, very cute, but similar to Jaclyn Hill, these are 4 shades of bronzer that looks identical. There is no variety in this whatsoever, which is a real shame. So they're pretty much saying that these are delectable dessert-inspired bronzers. They feature their butter blend for a rich, radiant glow. They've got the shades Butter Cake Bronzer, Butter Donut Bronzer, Butter Coffee Bronzer, and Butter Cookie Bronzer. These are now available for $12.99 on the Physician Formula website. And some of them are really cute because, like, for example, the coffee, it looks like it's got that sort of coffee
that
feather
flower that they do,
leaf design that they do. Really cute.
Yeah.
The butter cookie looks like a butter cookie. The donut one sort of kind of looks like a donut, not really. It's got like sprinkles on it, on the pan. So they're very, very cute, but they pretty much look like they've taken their butter bronzer in their original shade and just put cute designs in the pan, which, I love the coffee one in particular. I think it's so cute and it's such an easy concept, but they needed to vary the shades a lot more to make this acceptable.
Also, do these smell like the butter bronzers or do they smell like
not.
cake, donut, coffee and cookie?
I hope they smell like something new because that coconut smell gives me a headache. So I can't touch these or have them in my house. So there we go.
Yeah, I don't mind the smell of them, but even like they're too strong. They're overpowering.
Nauseating.
Okay, let's talk about Urban Decay. There's a couple of things. I'm going to start with the very, very special and super exciting, long awaited launch of the Naked 3 mini palette. Nobody ever fucking asked for this, ever. Nobody even thought about it. The only people that it ever graced the minds of was Urban Decay, and they ran with it, and here it is. So this is available now. It's $29. It is the Naked 3 palette in a mini form. So it's got 6 shades. It appears that there are 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. It's so boring.
Yeah.
And so sad.
Even though these are all new shades, they are in the same tones as the Naked 3. And the Naked 3, if you're not familiar, it came out 8 years ago. And it is a very blush toned palette. And you can only create a couple of looks with it because it is so monochromatic. It was the first Naked palette that was very monochromatic. They've done it quite a lot since. But pretty much you can do a soft look or you can do sort of like a smokier, rosy look, and that was all you could do. And that's all you can do from this palette. Why is it here?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Why is it here 8 years after that palette was popular? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what they're doing.
You've shocked me by saying that there's 6 new shades because I wouldn't have been able to fucking tell.
I'm falling asleep as we speak. We
I know, never chalky, never chalky or powdery, and lasts for up to 12 hours. Wow. Gosh, isn't that just
what a boast.
Wonderful. Next we have the reformulated Vice lipsticks.
Isn't this the second time they've done this?
This is the second time they've done this. So they've got 35 Los Angeles inspired shades in 3 moisturizing vibrant finishes. There's a cream, matte and a shine. It contains aloe vera, avocado oil and ingredients known to be rich in antioxidants. Blah 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 blah. It's so... Are you asleep yet? Stay awake.
Yes.
Stay with me, Kat. Stay with me. They're $19 each. They're available now. And then we have the Vice Plumping Shine Balms. This appears to come in 9 shades. I'm not sure how much they are. I think they're available now. And they don't look like they plump the lips at all. And the packaging on these is the biggest fucking snooze fest I've ever seen in my life.
It looks like private labeled shit.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? These lip glosses definitely have that vibe. And the lipsticks look like they're trying to be edgy with their packaging, and it's just irritating.
Yeah, I really feel like they need to drop the Vice because that didn't work. They weren't popular. No one ever said my favourite lipstick formula is Urban Decay Vice. I don't think that's been uttered in the existence of the world because they weren't great lipsticks. No. They were okay. They had to reformulate them probably about 5 or 6 years ago because they were just okay. And now they're doing it again. Like, they're going to do it again in another 5 years' time. Yeah. It's going to be history repeating, and I can't waste another brain cell on this.
Let's talk about Wayne Goss, because he's releasing another eyeshadow palette. And look, he promised us. He promised that
he let us down, Hayley. He let us down, Hayley.
He's a liar. He lied. He promised us that he'd have a black in every eyeshadow palette. And when we heard that, look, we rejoiced.
We almost flipped a table. We almost flipped a table when he said that. I was like, why do we need blacks?
Are you kidding? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Why do you need a black in every palette in a pan that's that big? The answer is you don't. And I think the community vocalized that they kind of felt the same way. Because now we are seeing the latest luxury eyeshadow palette in Pearl. And it's being described as his most romantic palette because it doesn't contain a black. And yeah, there's 4 mattes, a satin, and then like a sparkly shimmer shade. It's coming soon to Beautylish, or it might be there now. I don't know. I think it's a pretty color story because I'm a basic bitch and I like this sort of stuff. But also... Look, I'm going to say it. I actually don't think that there's a dark enough shade in there.
Yeah, but dark shades could be grey shades. They could be browns. They could be plums. They could be anything. Yeah. They don't need to be black every single time.
Okay, the time has come to wrap up this episode and dedicate it to a Beauty News VIP. And this week's VIP is Aubrey. Thank you so much, Aubrey, for supporting Beauty News. And thank you to... The dog says thank you as well. Get down. Get
so
down.
Big now.
Stay. She's massive. Thank you so much, Aubrey, for supporting Beauty News. And thank you to everyone who supports Beauty News in whichever way you choose to do so. Kat, before we wrap up this episode, what is our emoji?
Okay, so we're going to do a riddle because... Why not? Mm-hmm. So, if you've made it to the end and you want to guess what our riddle is about, leave these 3 emojis. One's going to be a brown heart, one's going to be a coffee cup, and a donut. and let us know which of the 14,000 bronzer releases did that relate to. It's pretty easy. You'll get it. Unless you skipped over it because it was boring. So I don't blame you if that's the case.
And then you're going to have to go back and watch it all
again.
over again. But before you go back and watch it all over again, if you are still with us, then we have some other things to talk about. And if you are one of those people that hates those other things that we talk about at the end of the episode, then now is your time to click off, and we'll catch you in the next one. There'll be a wine time coming up soon, so we'll catch you then. But if you want to stick around and have a little chit chat about what's going on in Jeff's shed, let's do that now. Okay, so we've got a collection from Jeff's shed called Pink Religion. And yeah, indeed.
So in this collection, there's the Pink Religion palette. It's an 18-pan palette. It's $52. There's the Sacred Glass Extreme Frost palette containing 3 shades, $62. The Velvet Trap lipsticks. These are $18 each. There's 8 shades of those. Then there's the Holy Mist Smoothing Facial Spray, $26. The Hydrating Glitz Lip Balms. There's 4 shades. They're $18 each. And then there's mirrors and accessories and boring shit. And you can also buy them in a variety of different bundles. So it's just a whole vomit of pink. You know how we feel about pink. We're not that fond of it in any way, shape or form. No. And this, look, the one thing that I think is cool about this, I'm just going to put out one positive. The highlighter palette, I like the pan design. I like that it's got the burning heart in the middle pan, and then it's got 2 sort of rays of light pan designs next to it. I think that looks kind of cool. But besides that, I feel like this is so cliche Jeffree Star that even if we haven't seen a pink collection, we've seen everything in this in other collections in the past. Like,
yeah, fair.
There is nothing new here. There is nothing exciting. I know that the fact that the palette opens like a book, it's like you don't open it and use the mirror like a traditional eyeshadow palette. You open it like a book. I know that aggravates people, which I understand. I feel like what Jeffree Star's doing is he's just leaning into the Jeff. He's going, okay, I'm no longer innovative. I'm no longer on the edge of anything that's new and exciting. So I'm just going to do what I do best, which is make things pink and tacky. And that's exactly what he's done here. It's like when he I saw those articles about how he had his mansion and then he like spent like millions of dollars turning it pink and tacky and then sold it at a loss. Because no one wants his tacky shit. It's tacky and it's pink. No one wants that. It's boring.
It's very niche. Look, the palette reminds me a bit of Romeo and Juliet, right? The heart shape with the rays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it visually, but I don't want it. And I wouldn't use it, but I don't hate it completely. Also, look, completely unpopular opinion. I don't hate the mirrors. I just don't. But like, I wouldn't buy any of this crap. I don't need it, and I certainly don't fucking want pink shit like this. In my life. In fact, it's making me look at the pink things that are like on my desk. And it's not even makeup stuff. It's a makeup bag and a tissue box. And I'm annoyed.
You like, throw it out. Get rid of it. It's gross.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. Another thing that Jeff sort of released was a mini palette. This was the Star Ranch 9-pan palette. Yeah. This was actually just released in mystery bags. And we believe it's just a way to get his fans buying things that they already have and don't want, and they're going off in his warehouse, so he's bundled them together at a discount price, and they're like, okay, let's create this brown and blue because that's a unique combination we've never seen. Fucking nudes with blue, shock horror. Create a mini palette to entice people to spend hundreds of dollars on old shit. So that also came out, and I'm not impressed.
I hate it. It's so ugly.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Even the packaging is really ugly. Like, ugh.
It's so half-assed. It's so fucking
done.
half-assed. I reckon
Dead
someone
to me.
whipped up that packaging design in like half an hour and they're like, what do you think, Jeff? And
Yeah.
he's like, fuck it. It'll make us money. I don't care.
MS Paint. And they had leftover shades from...
This is
Leftover
leftover from
shades
the
but
Shane
there was
Dawson palette.
Yeah.
All the leftovers
Probably.
from the Shane Dawson palette.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah, not cute. I don't like it. Anyway, that's in the past now. We never have to speak of it again. Unless he re-releases it or does like a fucking
Collection based
Jeff's
on it.
Ranch #2. Yeah. Oh, he'd do it just to spite us.
I hope that he watches this and made it to the end and then releases a Jeff Shed palette. That would, look, it'd be the one thing I'd be tempted to buy.
I would love
I'd be
it.
like, look.
Alright guys, that's it for us today. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Beauty News. If you did, give it a thumbs up and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.